Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Salazar, thank you for joining me in this video. Today we are going to go through and explain why this is one of the best events for me personally in the world. This is the Enzed Superstock Teams Championship, which is run yearly at Palmerston North Speedway in New Zealand. It consists of around 14 teams throughout the weekend, all battling to become the best in New Zealand. Maybe even the UK if you're from there, and we'll get into that. So we're going to go through all the teams. This year, this is the team that won it. Not with these exact cars. These are the cars that won it in 2019. That's when this game was about made. Or 2020, I thought it was one or the other. But the cars that you'll see on this are older than what they are now. But this is the team that won in 2019 for the first time ever. And this is the Christchurch Canterbury Glen Eagles. Awesome team it was back then, and it still is a good team. Next team we're going to have a look at, and I don't have them unlocked, is the Rotorua Rebels. And then we've got the Palmerston North Panthers there. That's who Christchurch beat in this year's final. The Wellington Wildcats, the central of New Zealand. Sorry, the capital, not the central, my bad. The Nelson Tigers, who used to race. I would be really hoping they would be able to get a team back soon so they could come back in teams race, but this team no longer competes. The Kihi Kings, this is an older team. They do have a team back now, and they are better than ever. The Otago Cougars, who used to race back in the day. Auckland All-Stars are still going. This team back then was pretty strong, but haven't been competitive for a wee while. The Stratford Scrappers, the Canterbury team beat them in one of the heat races they did on the first night. The Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes, always a strong team, and in 2019, Canterbury beat this team in the final. Manawatu Mustangs, very sad moment last year with passing of a driver. We never like to see it in the sport, and yeah, I'll always respect them in that sense. The Great Britain Lions, always an awesome opportunity to see them live on the track and see them perform. Legendary Frankie Wayman Jr. Was there this year and was there with the world champion Charlie Swatter and his team, so they unfortunately didn't get the result they wanted, but you watch. Next year, they'll be a force to be reckoned with. Gisborne Giants are always a strong team. They made it to the finals day, lost to Palmerston North in their semi-final race, and I think they ended up finishing 5th overall. The Wanganui Warriors, always a decent side. Got to keep an eye on them sometimes, but they haven't been competitive for a wee while. Last time I remember them being competitive was 2015. Waikato Wanderers, not too much to talk about them, but you never know, they could come out of nowhere and cause major upsets. The Bay Park Busters always have a semi-strong team, but yeah, they haven't really been competitive for a hot minute. And there we go. So we're going to race the Glen Eagles, as I do, because they are my home team. And we're going to race at Palmerston North Speedway for the NZ Superstock Teams Championship. Who will come up on top out of those teams? Let us know in the comments below. Apart from that, I'll turn up the sound so you don't have to hear my voice. And let's get rumbling. Before we do though, we are going to talk about some of the rules and how they roll. Now, the contact in this is not going to be what you see in real life. It's a bit more calmer in real life, unless you have no limits, really. But in real life, you can't attack off the track, so you can't attack someone while going onto the grass and cutting the course to do so. You can't park up and smash into someone like you used to. The races are normally about 12 laps. The finals day normally is about 15, but it's not like that on this game. Teams of 4 on the track at one time, but there's 5 cars, and each team in real life has 6 drivers, just in case one of them gets injured. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get into it. Sorry, also forgot to mention before, the first night of teams racing is normally about getting points. So you want to get as many of your cars across the finish line as you can within that 12 laps. So as you can see, my teammate Malcolm Nartai got first position. That's going to be 100 points. I don't know the total of other points off by heart, but you don't really get a lot for second. Well, you get a fair amount, but it's not as much as first, obviously. But yeah, and the higher up your team is across finishing across the line is obviously better. So that's that, and we got some pretty good points there. We'll see how many we've got. 145 to 50, so decent points. And I believe it's only the top 5 that get points. So, yeah, really good for us. Let's get into the next race. And I do believe... let's see. We got the Waikato Wanderers. Okay, cool. So, they actually won their race against Bay Park. So, let's see how we go against them. about to move on to the finals. Yeah, just a bit of a run there. Wanted to get across the line in first. Buster's actually got 70 points, so we actually didn't end up doing too well in that, but we got a total of 400 points, and the Busters also made it through on total with 300. And I believe that we were top overall. Yeah, we were. Cool. So the Warriors and Hawkeyes made it through, Panthers and Lions made it through, and the Rebels and Giants made it through. So let's see who we get. And we get the Hawkeyes. So going to be an interesting battle, this one. So this is knockout stages. Either the first car across the line or last team standing in the 12-lap periods will win the race. So if you lose, you're gone. No recovering from it. So let's get into it. Alright, we've made it through to the semi-final. And we ended up having some good backup at the end there, so it looks like the Bay Park boys didn't have a... So the Hawke's Bay boys didn't do any good in the end of that. They were on me for a while, and that's why I decided to run. Otherwise I would have blocked, but yeah. Anyway, a battle that I would love to see in real life is the Great Britain Lions versus the Glen Eagles. Would be a fantastic battle, and then they've got the Warriors and the Giants in the second semi-final. So whoever wins that semi-final over there between them will verse whoever wins between me and the Lions. So let's see who wins. Let's go. Alright, we're in the final. Let's go. Let's see who we verse. The Waikato... So, the Wanganui Warriors. Bet the Gisborne Giants. Interesting. Would have loved to seen that in real life. But yeah, this is going to be our last race, so let me know who you reckon's going to win between me and Wanganui. Should be interesting. ladies and gentlemen, that is how a Palmerston North Superstock Teams Championship is run, and won by the Eagles. Best team out there, mate. I'll forever support them. Did a fantastic job in this year's real life whole championship. They did fucking awesome, and I cannot wait to be back in Palmerston North next year for the 2024 iteration of the New Zealand Superstock Teams Championship, and to see if we can defend the title. If we can, it'll be bloody awesome. If not, who knows? But whoever comes out with that title anyway will thoroughly deserve it, because they would have gone through pain, they would have gone through trouble, all that, just to get there. And yeah, no matter who wins it, it's going to be an awesome event, no matter what. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to check out what it's like in Palmerston North in real life for this event, make sure to check out my other videos from this year. Recreating we've got the two semi-finals on there between Palmerston North and Gisborne, and the other semi-final between Kihi and Christchurch. And then there's two heat races on there from the first day between us and Wellington, and Christchurch and Stratford. So make sure to check them out, and go subscribe if you want. Until then, I will post more videos like this if you guys like them. Peace out. Bye.